Welcome back. Time to update you on some stories we've been following at RFL and look ahead to some of the stories that'll make headlines next week and in the weeks to come. First up, Rutgers University in desperate need of a timeout. What began with basketball coach Mike Rice and his verbal and physical abuse of his players is now a lesson in how not to handle scandals or public relations disasters. First, we learned his replacement, Eddie Jordan, had no college degree. Now, the new athletic director tasked with leading the program out of the Rice abuse scandal, Julie Herman, with her own set of accusations that she was abusive when she was a coach and was also named in a sexual discrimination suit. The Times reporting today that Herman was one of 63 initial candidates for the job and that the search firm, which the university paid $70,000 to organize, advised the school about that suit and another potential black eye, but somehow missed the abuse complaints from her former players. The seemingly bungled hiring process has many calling for the head of University President Robert Barchi. Barchi's also overseeing Rutgers' long-awaited mergers with the three UMDNJ campuses and continues to enjoy the support of Governor Christie. Barchi met today with State Senate President Stephen Sweeney to discuss the, quote, current state of affairs at Rutgers. Neither Sweeney nor Barchi commented on the details of that meeting. As for Rutgers, USA Today is reporting that the university has thus far spent $3.2 million on the scandals, including settlements, search firms, and crisis management consultants. But that doesn't include a pending settlement with a former basketball coach or any additional costs brought on by the Herman situation. That's $2.3 million of taxpayer money, or enough to have sent 95 New Jersey students to Rutgers, each with one-year scholarships. Up next, Indian Point, the nuclear power plant in New York's Westchester County, has long been a source of concern for critics and a source of worry for residents. From deficient evacuation plans to warning sirens with a history of failure to a history of leaks and contamination, now a new focus on the wires needed to stop the reactor in case of an emergency. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission requires those wires be protected for up to 1 hour, but tests show IPs would only last about 25 minutes. So the NRC changed its standards for Indian Point and Indian Point only, but they did so without hearing from experts or the public. Now, after a court challenge, the NRC is being forced to hear those comments, a process that ends Monday. Some of those comments will come from the man from behind that suit, himself a familiar face on this program, Richard Brodsky.
The public health and safety is being endangered. That because a fire that lasts only 24 minutes could burn through the cables that control shutdown, the plant operators could not control shutdown. And if you had an emergency, a terrorist attack or a big fire, 24 minutes is not enough time to find, locate, and put out a fire. That's the big fight. It's about the public health and safety, and it's about the NRC's unwillingness to let the public in on those decisions.
Now, that information in question will not impact the NRC's decision whether to relicense Indian Point for an additional 20 years, as the plant's owner, Entergy, has requested. Finally, gun control in New Jersey and two debates on a slate of new gun control measures and on the political pressures impacting the decisions surrounding them. Let's start with those measures. The New Jersey State Senate yesterday passing 3 more gun control bills and sending them to Governor Christie for his veto or his signature. The bills would require people seeking gun permits to submit some mental health records first, also force state pension funds to stop investing in companies that manufacture assault weapons, and would deny permits to anyone on the terror watch list. That now in addition to another trio of bills on Christie's desk, beefing up gun crime stat collection, allowing owners of illegal guns to turn them in with no penalty, and it would also set up a school safety task force. As for the politics, that is all on Governor Christie. The measures are thought to be popular among New Jersey voters, whom Christie is asking for another 4-year term as he seeks re-election as governor this fall. But those measures are likely to be very unpopular with Republican presidential primary voters, whom Christie may have to face should he run for the White House in 2016. Christie has 45 days to make a decision on the new gun measures. He's got about 2 weeks left to make a decision on the earlier bills. Up next on RFL, some words of wisdom to the classes of 2013 from their graduation speakers. Stay with us.